Hello to whoever watches this video. This is my first YouTube tarot reading where I am showing my face. And no better time to do it than today because I have been procrastinating and dealing this for months. So wish me luck and I hope you get the most max out of this. So I'm going to be using the Lightseers deck for you for your reading. Let's see what the cards want to tell you for the time that you are watching this message for. The first message that I'm getting for whoever is watching this video is that there is a crucial call for you to remember and believe in the idea of timelessness, that the entire idea of time has stemmed in from your mind to probably quantify or measure the experience of reality. So the first message for you is to stop believing in the idea of quantifying time and putting deadlines and putting restrictions according to time for yourself. And number two, if there is something in your life that is not working out for you, then even if you're rooting yourself in the aspect of timelessness, then definitely see if you're using this timelessness as an excuse and as a limitation of a belief system that is stopping you from also doing what you have to do. Because the mind, the intellect is such that after a certain point of time when it peaks, it becomes so powerful that it learns how to fool itself. It can very easily fool itself. So if you are somebody who is using a motivational quote to help you in your life, after a certain point of time, the way of living or being of that motivational quote can also go against you in certain situations where that motivational quote is not applicable for you. So also the first card that I got is the card of Four of Swords, where this girl is resting and there's a heart over there which is being weaved by a wool. So if you're somebody who's also recently gone through a heartbreak or something that has emotionally been very turbulent for you, this is a time of rest for you. So definitely focus on resting, definitely focus more on studying and learning, because that is what ultimately will give you the power to light not only one bulb for you in your head but maybe multiple for you in your life. And the lighting of these bulbs is not really about probably starting a business or probably doing something that you've been stuck with, or helping you with any movement in life which sounds and seems very materialistic. But this bulb is only going to illuminate you more about yourself, and the more that you are going to be illuminated about your own sense of self, the more you will be living a very content life. So considering you have gone through this heartbreak, contentment of living and leading a happy life is what should be your ultimate goal in life. I wouldn't say should, but because that's just not how it should be. But again, oh my god, I'm rambling. But the idea of shoulds in itself feels very restrictive. So I would say could. So you could probably, yeah, you could probably focus more on the ultimate happiness and ultimate contentment of the way that you live your life and your well-being, the goal for you, rather than having a materialistic goal. Because materialistic goals, you can see them as byproducts of living a good life. It almost is like health is wealth. If you focus more on your health, wealth will come, because ultimately, where would you use your well-being to? In obviously doing the things that you love to do, and maybe those things that you love to do can bring in you the wealth, or bring in you the keys of opening the doors to survival in your life. So definitely that would be the guidance for you by the light seers deck, because I think that's the light that you need to see for you in your present situation and circumstances, that you need rest, and that you need to illuminate yourself more about you, more than trying to do anything externally materialistically about illuminating the probably lives of other people around you, or starting a business, or working on some new idea. And the goal ideally should be, again, the card that came out is the Nine of Cups. The goal should be, again I said should be, oh my god, what is with this should? Maybe it is you who is constantly telling yourself that this is how it should be, very idealistic way of living a life, because that's the way that you've seen it up until now, other people living it. So there is no should. That limitation you need to remove for yourself, and just stick to the word could. Maybe that's the switch word that you can use for yourself in your life, from should to could. I could. I could. I could. Repeat it for yourself. I could have a goal of living a content and happy life. And I could also focus a lot more on my contentment. And I could be in a situation where I could rest, and I could focus upon studying more, and I could be a person who does not focus a lot on their materialistic life, because there is no should be. Life should be a certain way, in the sense that life should be about survival. Life should be bread and butter. Wow, that was pretty, oh my god, crazy. This is what you need to be in the light of for yourself. Last thing that you should be in the light of, that this is all related to justice. Justice is going to be served, is what I'm hearing in my head. Justice is going to be served, in the sense that ultimately this justice is happening for you, or this balancing of scales is happening for you when it comes to struggles and when it comes to rest, so that you can gain the clarity that you need in life to probably do what you have to do in action. So the entire idea is for you to believe and have faith in the fact that justice is yours. You will claim your justice and it will be served. And again, I'm hearing the word service, because whatever is happening in your life when it comes to you resting and going through the struggles that you are going through or you went through, is, for the matter of fact, a service that you are doing to yourself, and probably the universe is also doing for you at the present moment, if you are feeling that you are in a space where life is just feeling like very, like, I don't know what did I just do, but very like sly, very like bitchy and witchy and bloody. There's a dark side to it, like there's a duality to it, and there's this reflection of life that you're probably living right now is very, very foxy. It's very clever. It's just making you go round and round in circles, and oh my god, I'm feeling like, oh my god, this is so exhausting. But it is happening for a reason. So just have faith. It'll become way more clearer to you with time. Until then, just rest, study, read, and enjoy. Enjoy this time, enjoy this phase, enjoy this period. I also want to now go to my other deck, which is the deck of Rider Waite's, the very basic beginner's deck that we use in tarot. And what I see over here is at the bottom of the deck, even before I shuffle the cards, is the Ten of Pentacles. So if there are any concerns regarding the abundance that you are worried about in your life, where I'm going to get the abundance from, where I'm going to get the perfect family life from, where I'm going to get the stability from, where am I going to get materialistically, like all the things that I want materialistically from life, the way that other people live it, the way that I've seen my parents build it for myself, or I have seen that the way I've had in the past and now I don't, whatever it may be materialistically for you, you will have it. This is just validation that you will have it. And why I'm saying will again, because if there is a will, there is a way. And the will is the will of God over here. The will of what is written, the will of the extraordinary that is written for you in your destiny, in your soul path, in your head, in your thoughts for yourself. So the will is there and the way is there too. Now the will does not mean willpower that, oh my God, why don't I have the willpower to do this so that I can get that? Very cause and effect. But this is more to do with, oh my God, there was a card that was there in the deck which I left out. It was the magician. The will that there is a way, in the sense that there already there is a way in this, and as above so below. If it's in your thoughts for you to have that extraordinary life for yourself, and you are that extraordinary being, and you have written that way for yourself, then know that also that you have also written a way for you to have all of these resources for you to get there as well, to actualize this as well, as the magician manifest it in physical reality. So for that specifically, the will is just a choice that is made, written for you, is already happening as a possibility somewhere in the future, which is in the now, and your past played out the same way as well. That is why there would be a lot of similarities and a lot of patterns that you will see in your past and in your present, and the way that everything connected in your past as well, the way certain people that you met in the past have come back to the present, and the circle repeats itself. There's a lot of circular motion going on for you in your life. It is because this is the way that it was supposed to be. So the will of your unconscious, something that you're not conscious of, is for it to happen and play out this way. So, and it is for you to manifest all of what is unconscious into your conscious at a certain point of time, and it will happen. There is a way already laid down for it in your unconscious. You're not conscious of it, but slowly you will wake up and become conscious of it. So where there is a will, there is a way. And there is no two here. The will does not mean what is your will. Do you have the will to do it? Do you not have the will to do this? It's not like a choice, like my will is to quit this job or not quit this job. The thing is that the will is written. It's a document. It's already stated, written in law. So there's no free will here that you have a choice. Choice is already made, as the oracle says in Matrix. The oracle says in Matrix, this is Matrix, I am the Oracle, and I'm saying this to you, that where like the choice is already made. The reason why you're living the way that you're living, thinking that you have a choice, is because you just are here to understand why you made the choice that you made. So, mic drop. Mic drop. I'm not dropping it really. I don't want it to break. Or to create a lot of noise. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Hallelujah. Oh my God. Hallelujah. I don't know why that song's coming in my head. Did a bulb light in your head right now? Maybe it will. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I see the Hermit, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups has come before with the card of contentment and the Light Seers as well. So I feel that considering it has come out twice, the contentment and happiness is really, really important. And again, with the Four of Swords and the imagery and symbolism it had of rest, even we got the major arcana here of the Hermit. So I think this message is just reiterated to you as something that needs to be emphasized, that rest, isolation, going inwards is very, very important for you. Reflection, introspection, being by yourself, spending more time with yourself to really, really become this, the embodiment of this guy here. Somebody who is just at peace, content with whatever that they have in life. Learn to appreciate what you have. What you have, you will only appreciate when you take that pause and stop accumulating more. I was gonna say the more. I was gonna abuse, but I'm not going to. I don't want to. So yeah, see? Oh my God, hallelujah. Now I get it. So says that I was going to, but I don't want to. I was going to abuse, but I don't want to abuse. So the entire idea here is that you are going to probably isolate, but you don't want to isolate. The entire idea is that even if you don't want to, you have to do a certain set things in life. And this isolation is one of those things that even if you don't want to isolate yourself, you will have to. Because if you don't isolate yourself, then you are not going to learn how to be content. Then you are just going to keep going for more and more, and what next, and accumulating more stuff in your life that you probably don't want. And this would be karma. So if you keep going, moving on to the next, then you will keep accumulating more karma, which again reminds me of the Justice card, which is the card of justice is going to be served, your karma is going to be served, you're going to claim it all. So the idea is not to accumulate more and more. Just learn how to be. Not accumulate more in the present. What you have accumulated, dust it off, let it go, make space for more. In that space of pause, you learn how to appreciate what you have let go and what remains, what you have right now. What you have right now, you're grateful for. And then in that space, you will become more conscious of what more do you want. And then very consciously, very, very consciously, in a very, very justified, rational and wise manner, you will make the judgment of asking yourself what more to have, to receive, to give, um, to do from a space of being, instead of doing, the same cycle repeating itself. So, this isolation and this study and this self illumination is very, very important, very, very crucial. So, focus on that. The entire idea of financial investments and new opportunities, they will present themselves to you when the time is right for your garden to be more lush and more green. Until then, what you already have in terms of your finances, you focus on that. Remove those debts that you have. Remove those karmic debts that you have. My head hurts. Not really, not literally, but like psychically. I mean, as a message for you, that yeah, it is going to hurt your head, or it is hurting your head for you to walk through this, but this is the will for you to find your way. Oh my God, I love how coded these messages can be and can get. So now the last segment of your reading, I think we're about to a close. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover. Oh my God, what is this song? Baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover, and I know you can't afford. I don't remember what this song is. Do you remember what this song is? Probably you can pull out the lyrics of that song and see what lyric resonates the most to you, and maybe there's a message for you somewhere over there. Yeah, and my nose is runny right now. I don't know why suddenly. So maybe baby, my nose is red also. Reminds me of Rudolph. So I feel like by the time of Christmas, maybe something will come to light for you. Christmas. Yes, something will come to light for you this winter season when it's cold. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. So if you have a tattoo on your shoulder, I do. So if you have a tattoo on your shoulder, whatever, oh my God, my throat. If you have a tattoo on your shoulder, then hold on to that tattoo, whatever the message of the tattoo is. If not, then hold on to whatever that you're stressing about and you're worried about, or you question yourself about, because shoulder carries a lot of burden and the energy of a lot of stress. So if there's any stress that you carry, a lot of burden that you carry, all the karma that you carry, probably you will come into light of it or gain clarity about it by Christmas. So just hold on to it. Just sit in the backseat of your car or Rover, or like the journey that you're going on in life. You don't have to be the one who's driving the car right now. You don't need to be the one who's trying to control things right now. Just be an observer, be in the backseat till December, and maybe something will come to light by the time that Christmas comes for you. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Maybe you will realize how shiny you are, or extraordinary you are as a person by the time of December, even more. So, so yeah, hold on to that. Hold on. I need you to hold on. Heaven is a place not too far away. Yeah. Um, so yeah, heaven is not a place that's too far away. All that fog that you see over here in the sky, and all those battles, um, some lost, some won. It'll all come to a close. Um, all the illusions and delusions of life, all the transformations, all the duality, all the um, all of that is below will sort of transform and transpire for some celebration to occur and some celebration to play out. I do see the streamers over there in the sun and moon coming together. So they will transform, all the duality will transform for you of your life, or the duality would be also maybe the idea of this or that, the idea of there's a choice that you need to make, maybe the idea of the confusions that you have of your life will probably by the time of December settle down for you, and it'll be a time for celebrations when it'll be very very clear to you what is it that you have to do, or where is it that you have where is it that your life is headed, if you are somebody who is clueless about where you are at right now. And it is very very normal, because right now my thoughts are circling me back to the heartbreak, because maybe the heartbreak has made you very very cold inside, and to your sense of self, or maybe to other people around you, or maybe that's why the isolation sometimes feels like your comfort zone as well, even though you don't want to. It just feels like that's what you are doing, sometimes pushed to do, and sometimes become so familiar with it that that's just the way of life for you right now. So, and but that's absolutely fine, like that's what heartbreaks do to you, and it's okay. Just stay with it, stay put with it, and yeah, and I think my head is blank now. So the idea is that your reading has ended. Peace out. That was oh, amazing. That was amazing. So I'm wishing you all the love, all the luck, and with this reading. And I am also going to pull a card out for you. Sorry, this is my fishbowl. My fishbowl, and there's so much dust that's coming out of it because it's not been used for a really long time properly. So you can see all the dust over here. So it's a little rusty fishbowl. That's absolutely fine. That reminds you of a fish that was named Rusty by you, that swam in your fishbowl. Then I hope that Rusty makes you smile in this present moment, and does not make you feel alone, because that's what this card says. I am no longer alone with my fears or tears. Rusty is by my side. My Rusty is by my side. My fishbowl is by my side. My loved ones are by my side. The loved ones that, even if the loved ones are the ones that I have lost, because as I said, the fishbowl had Rusty once upon a time in it, and it is the dust of the past. If you have lost a lot of people, that's absolutely all right, because they are by your side. Their consciousness is by your side at this very present moment. So it's all right. Everything is all right. You're not alone in your tears or in your fears. There are a lot of people behind your back that you probably don't see in physical form, but they're all there in consciousness with you, because ultimately we're all just a reflection of the same consciousness that has been split into multiple shapes and forms. So ultimately, it's all one consciousness. It's all one white light that's been split into a spectrum through a prism. So don't worry, you're not alone. That's just the last message for you. And yeah, that's about it. Take care. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, and also, if you want one-on-one readings with me, then the information is in the description box below. You can write me an email and I will get back to you, or you can DM me on Instagram and I will get back to you, or you can probably also watch just these videos, and I think it should be enough for you. Sending you my love. Bye bye. Half heart and half heart together. Whole heart and hearts.